Whiskey is probably the most popular liquor in the world, but did you know there's 8 different types? So today I'm gonna tell you what they are and why they're different. Let's start in America, and my personal favorite, bourbon. People think bourbon's gotta be from Kentucky, but it can be from anywhere as long as it's American, and it's 51% corn aged in new charred oak barrels. This was one of my faves, and it's from Brooklyn. Next up, we got rye. Rye tends to be a little spicier, got a little bit more character than bourbon. You know why they call it rye? If you guess it's because it mainly uses rye, you must be a genius. You probably go to Harvard or something. And like the middle child of American whiskeys is Tennessee whiskey. Everybody thinks of Jack Daniels, but that shit is ass. It uses a charcoal filtration process. And Tennessee, so desperate to have something to their name that they was like, we just naming it ours. Irish whiskey. The Irish literally invented whiskey, and the original word that whiskey was brought out from actually meant water of life. That's hard as fuck. Got me feeling like Lisan Al-Gaib when I drink this shit. And north of America, we got Diet America, where it's pretty much the same, but just slightly shittier. Canadian whiskey is often overlooked. Now we got Scotch. Specifically, this is single malt Scotch, and single malt Scotches command some of the highest price points of any liquor ever. This one itself is 14 years, but single malt just means that it's from one single distillery using one single type of malted grain. And then you got blended, like Johnny Walker. Blended means that they're using different whiskey expressions from different distilleries all over and just throwing it all together. No wonder this shit's cheaper. That sounds lazy. And then we got the newbie in the whiskey world, the Japanese. Now the Japanese are very good at one thing, stealing shit and perfecting it better than you ever did. And that's exactly what they did to the Scotch. They took the Scottish's blueprint for whiskey, started making their own. Delicious, it's also very expensive. And if you notice, I've split the whiskeys up like this. Irish and American whiskey are spelled with the EY. Japanese, Scottish, and Canadian are spelled just with a Y. There is a difference, it just depends where it came from. I bet you thought whiskey was just some brown, spicy water that your uncle drinks before he beats the shit out of you, but it's not. It's very nuanced, it's very colorful and fun with lots of rich history. And when you get drunk off of it, you feel the sudden urge to beat the shit out of your nephew.